searching through my YouTube subscriptions, and obviously I have quite a few, and a lot of the videos that popped up, I was like, well, I like some of your videos, but I'm not keen to watch every single video. And then I realised I really needed to sort through my subscriptions and get rid of the ones that I just wasn't actually watching. During this process, I figured out that I have a certain way of structuring what I watch, and that is by using my own kind of categories to sort through my subscriptions, and usually there's only 1 or 2 people that I can really abide watching within each certain category. So I thought, as something slightly different, I would share with you this categorization as a kind of guide to YouTube. But because obviously there are so many YouTubers out there, I decided to narrow it down and just focus on the British YouTube, because obviously I am British and the majority of the people I watch are also British, and I thought that might be fun. So here it is, my guide to British YouTube. As a beauty and fashion vlogger, I guess, I thought that's the best place to start. So here is who I recommend if you want honest product reviews. The person at the moment that I've really been enjoying for this kind of purpose is I Covet Thee. What's great about I Covet Thee is she doesn't just focus on high end and she doesn't just focus on low end. She includes drugstore hauls, and she also goes to Space NK, NARS, as much as she reviews Barry M. I just have grown to really trust her opinion, and I really like her personal style, and the kind of choices she makes are the kind of choices I make makeup wise. For example, I recently bought this, which is the Barry M Jelly High Shine Nail Paint in Lychee, and I did that after I saw it in her blog. I thoroughly recommend her. Let's move on. My next recommendations are for makeup tutorials. Now here I couldn't choose between 2 people, but I kind of realised that one is kind of inspiration for daytime looks and the other is for more evening and special occasions, so I decided to put both of them in this category anyway. For the daytime, I definitely choose Kate at Ghost Parties, because it's her tutorial for glowing skin which was my main inspiration, I guess, for my current makeup look. It's also her where I got the putting the blusher at the top of my cheekbones tip from, which recently I read a comment that they thought that was weird and you shouldn't be doing that, but actually it really does slim my face, and I put that down entirely to her. For more evening and special occasion looks, of course I'm choosing Tanya Bear. She's obviously a makeup artist and therefore has great skills at doing celebrity inspired looks and just general great makeup tutorials. I personally loved her Arab inspired makeup tutorial, as that was so glamorous and beautiful, and definitely if you want an evening inspired look, head to her channel. Let's move on to fashion. Now this category I kind of came up with just to include her because I love her blog and her vlogs, and this is Lily Melrose at LLYMLRS, Lily Melrose. Now she has the best style on the internet in my opinion. She's great at effortless but yet uber, almost high fashion, but it's so everyday at the same time. I don't really know how to explain it, but she is the uber style queen of YouTube, I've got to admit. And if you want inspiration, I thoroughly recommend you head over to her channel and also to her blog, because she documents everything and everything is so unique and so also easy to emulate as well, which is why I love her. Now if you want more classic style, I definitely recommend Fleur de Force. Everything she wears is so classic and elegant and beautiful and slightly more expensive, but definitely something which is timeless. Right, now it's time to move away from beauty and fashion. I say I moved away from beauty and fashion, but this next person kind of incorporates that as well, and that is Zoella. Zoella is one of those bloggers and vloggers and daily vloggers and haul people and just an all-round YouTube personality, I guess, but she really puts her whole life out there. In her hauls she kind of acts as though she's just literally showing her friends what she's bought, and I really like that. It's one of those people which when you watch her you kind of feel as if you know her, and I know you don't, but if you want to watch someone that you can imagine being friends with, then I would definitely suggest her. She's one of the first people within British YouTube, I guess, that I watched, and I've loved her videos ever since. Now, say you want to find someone similar to Zoella but is a boy, I definitely recommend Chapman. He is so funny. His opening line to every video is "Hello internet best friends," and I just think that kind of sums him up. He just puts himself out there, and all his kind of quirks and personality and just kind of craziness, I guess, is out there, but he's so English at the same time. I'm having a real tough time describing his channel, so I guess you're just gonna have to go out and watch him for yourself. Kind of sticking within this kind of, if you want a friend on the internet kind of category, if you want a mum on the internet, definitely go to Louise at Sprinkle of Glitter. Now she's kind of a beauty person at the same time, but she also puts loads of lifestyle and advice and just general chit chat kind of posts. I feel kind of bad putting her literally just in the mum position, because she's also kind of fits the kind of internet friend sphere. She just is so friendly and lovely and sweet and funny and just affable. It's not a great word, but I think it sums her up. I've been watching her videos for a long time now, and she's the kind of person that on a Sunday evening, or any evening really that you're not doing anything, you could just curl up with a cup of tea and watch some of her videos and just feel all nice and glowy. Now those are all the kind of nice and lovely chatty people of the internet, but one of my favourite genres is the kind of pranks and comedy and observational humour kind of vloggers, and there are three categories which I would like to recommend to you. My favourite person within the kind of pranks and challenges genre, is that even a genre? I don't know, but he's so funny. It's just something about his personality which will just, he's so endearing, but he will push the limits, and I think that's absolutely hilarious. It's the kind of thing you can't really put your finger on, but he's just funny naturally, I guess. Now, if like me, you kind of like the pushing the limits humour, then this person is definitely for you. It doesn't go too far. He's not offensive or anything, but he's definitely a kind of WTF humour kind of person. It's not going in. He has a feature which is called Mads' Storytime, where he kind of retells stories that people send in which are a bit, you know, He's really funny, and I really enjoyed watching him. I've only discovered him within the past few months, but yeah, he's a good one. On the cleaner side of humour, my favourite funny observations on life, my favourite observational humour YouTuber is got to be Marcus Butler. And I think it's personally because his little sketches that he does in between his stories to kind of demonstrate what's going on are just so well executed and absolutely hilarious. They are so funny, and this little voice he does, it's so funny. So funny. He does those kind of videos like things parents do that annoy me, or things that annoy me about the cinema, things that annoy me about airports, those kind of videos, and I really like that genre, and he's definitely my favourite one of them. So my penultimate category is If You Want Adventure. This is the Fun for Louis channel, which is one of the channels of Louis Cole, who also does Food for Louis, which I refuse to watch because it's him eating a load of weird things, and that makes me feel a bit sick. But his latest trip was to the US, and then he went to the Alps, I think it was, and he went to a party in an igloo, and he went without a hotel in Austin, Texas, and he just, I don't know, he just, everywhere he goes, he sees his opportunities, and he documents it all for YouTube for us to just consume, and it's so inspirational, and it just makes me want to travel, and I've always wanted to travel, I love travelling, but he's just, his whole attitude towards life and adventure is just so inspirational, and that's why out of everyone, I think you should start watching him. Definitely. Watch him. Why are you still here? Go watch him. Now this final category is, I can't even bring myself to say that, I'm just going to put it up on the screen. Yeah, it is Alfie Days of Pointless Blog. because he's just so cute and sweet and like you just want to give him a cuddle. Like, you're just like, oh, he just seems like a good egg. Just seems like a good egg. And if you enjoy watching that kind of thing, you'll like watching him. So there you have it. That is my guide to British YouTube. There's a few variants in the categories. I hope that was okay. Obviously, I don't watch every single YouTuber, British YouTuber out there, so I don't personally watch endless videos of cats or animations and stuff like that. I just don't watch it, so I can't possibly tell you who the best for those are, but those are my categories and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit different, but I had fun making it. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you're feeling that way inclined, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, bye! I thoroughly recommend her as well. I can't keep saying that.